Welcome guys, it's Alpha here from Alpha Coding. In this series we'll be creating the basic movement. Now you just open a new project and over the right hand side you have the resources and to the left hand side you have the workspace. So now first thing you got to create a sprite and let's give it SPR. For the sprite use SPR because sprite and object can't have the same name because the game maker won't know which one you're referring to. So SPR player, SPR underscore player, and let's give it a size of 32 by 32 pixels. Okay. And just give it a color. We'll just fill it with any color. I'll use red. And create a next sprite SPR underscore wall for the wall which will be colliding into. Also 32 by 32, and let's give it a color of blue. Filled blue. Okay, now we have the wall and the player. Now it's time to create object. Create. For the object you use obj underscore player. The player sprite. Okay, and create object for the wall obj underscore wall. Okay, and for the room, it already started a default room, so just double click on the room. Okay, and you have the room, and you drag the player, and you can drag the wall in as well. You can use multiple walls by pressing Ctrl Alt to draw it anywhere, or you can just use Alt to be in the grid. So while you select on it and draw, you can create a wall. Okay, nothing fancy, and let's delete the walls that won't be needed. Okay, now time for the coding. We'll be using script. So create a script, maximize. Okay, now we'll be creating some variable HS speed, that is the horizontal speed, equal to 0, and the VS speed, which is the vertical speed, also equal to 0. And for the walk speed, which will be WALK SP walk speed, and put the walk speed equal to 4. Okay, and some other variables. Key up, keyboard underscore check, VK up, and for a key down we'll just copy and paste. Ctrl C to copy and Ctrl V to paste. and change it to keyed to down, and key right, Control V to paste, change it to right, and key left. So this would be the variable. So double slash forward slash twice for comments. Variables. Okay, and now var move x will equal to key underscore right minus key underscore left. So the reason we use this code is if we're moving right, it will be positive. It will be a positive one. If we're moving left, it will be a negative one. Okay. No. HSP would equal to move x times walk speed and x equal to x plus HSP that will be for the horizontal movement, and now for the vertical. Move y this time to moving up or down will be key underscore down minus and for this the same thing. If we're moving up, it will be a positive. If you're moving down, so if you're moving down, I mean it will be positive. If you're moving up, it will be negative. And VSP is vertical speed. And y equal to y plus VSP. And this piece of code will be for the moving. So this is horizontal movement, and the forward slash, double forward slash to be a comment. It will turn green when it is for a comment. Forward slash vertical movement. So if you run the game, we'll be able to move up and down, side to side, and vertically as well. Oh, I forgot one mistake, simple mistake. I'm sorry for this, guys. We created the script, but we haven't implemented it to the player as yet. So this would be rename SCR underscore movement let's see control. Yes, because it is controlling the player. Okay, now what? Okay, let's try again. SCR underscore control. Okay, there. Close this. The OBJ player. Add event. Okay, the step event. There are 3 step event, but we'll only be using the step event right now, not the begin step or the end step. So the step event, we'll just delete this here. SCR underscore control with 2 parentheses. Okay, now open and a close parentheses, and that will be it. And if we run the game now, we'll be able to move up, down, left and right, and both diagonally, horizontally, I mean, yeah. Okay, so here's it. If we press the right key, we move right, the left key move left, up, down, and if you press both. But we haven't used the collision, so we can go through the wall, but we wouldn't want that in our game. Well, if we're creating a game like that, yeah. So we can move fine. Yes, the moving is working, but the collision. So for the collision, we'll go back to script, our control script. Maximize. Okay, and for the horizontal movement, and collision. So right below the HSP equal movex times walk speed, we'll be having if statement, if place underscore meeting obj underscore wall, the object that we want to collide with, which is the wall, HSP going to equal to 0. Okay, so the if statement here is if the place is meeting on the X right or left with the OBJ wall, the HSP will equal to 0. So the object will stop move when it reaches the wall. And now we're going to have a while statement, while not place underscore meeting X plus sign HSP. Okay, and the while statement here that we have is while place not meeting, so it will move as close as possible to the OBJ wall, and then the HSP will equal to 0. So the while statement will make it a pixel perfect collision. So if we need one no, let's say 2 more pixels to reach the wall, then it will be moving that 2 pixels until it reaches the wall, then it will stop. So for vertical, so on collision, okay, so we can just copy and paste, but I will just write it back for those who didn't see what I did. Even though you can rewind the video, play it back over. So the if statement, if place underscore meeting x, this time it will be the y plus VSP, which is the vertical speed, obj underscore wall. So if it is moving vertically and it hit the wall, then VSP going to equal to 0. Okay. Now y not place meeting the x, comma y plus sign obj underscore y. Yeah, so this will be the collision code for horizontal and vertical. So now if you run the game, you will be both colliding horizontally and vertically. Okay, now if we move right, it's moving. Same principle like first, but now if we hit the wall, we will stop. See, pixel perfect. No pixel remaining. Moving. Go through. Can go through it. Rest between. Can move. And that is it for this video.